So I got to bed early last night. I fell asleep fairly quickly. They had elections, that was in the big news, and also this airplane crash. And I feel like there was something else. There was an explosion at Harvard, that was a couple days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago or something, in the medical building. Someone set off pyrotechnics in the locker room. Anyway, someone came up with a crazy theory of they have images of the people leaving this, Roman candle, pyrotechnic firework thing in the medical building at Harvard, which I looked it up and I forget the name. It's not like, anyway, I don't know if it starts with an H or something, but so I'll look it up again. Anyway, someone had a crazy theory, like, say it were actually terrorism by different people, and they would put fake people in the imagery that they send out to the public. And the idea would be, 1, to reduce mass hysteria, 2, to prevent copycat terrorism by similar groups, and 3, it would almost be biblical to some people. I thought this was interesting because they would have these images and even create a mock whole scenario of justice to take off the wrongdoing, make it appear as if these other people did it who are actually used to orchestrated staged communities. Of course, people who do stuff, who actually do stuff, they kind of want credit somewhere. They want to be known. Like, say if they identified a group, a social terrorist group or what have you, they kind of want the credit. So in a way, they would be upset-ish unless they would get the message or the idea that America would actually create the, fake-ish people to make it seem like other people did it, to take off the wrongdoing and carry out, quote-unquote, a mock justice scenario. It's in order to right the ship in a biblical way, if you will. That's, one of the more interesting theories that I've heard in terms of the carriage of justice or the carrying out of justice. So I thought that was So I am kind of curious, like, why people would go that far in general, meaning the actual perpetrators of whoever, and why no one ever gets away with stuff that big. So I'm kind of curious, like, what goes through the minds of people. They're not aware of, they're not aware that 99% of people are caught on big things like that. Like, there's always a camera somewhere, There's like 4 slabs to that sign. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from that angle, it reminds me of someone's logo. Where have I seen the logo? At 1845? So there's a logo that looks like that. So I'd wonder if 1845 Walnut and over here at 2929 Walnut if there's similar entities who sort of control everything from the top, you know. So 1845 is the one with all the little cell phone towers at the top, unwritten house. Are we going around or doing? It's a little bit dark this morning, so, and I'm early, so we will go around. There's Waymo. The Waymo car just went by. I think they're still programming the cars because they keep having drivers in the driver's seat, and when they're fully operational in the correct way, they're meant to be driven or ridden as if there were a ghost driver. Like, you can use it with no driver. I don't know if people feel uncomfortable and they're like, do they allow people to sit there if they want? I don't know. We saw a whole bunch like 6 months ago and I realized they were programming all over the place. I don't know how they do it. Right. That's what I heard. So I don't know how expensive they are. And in Philly, truth be told, people pinch pennies and or, you know, it looks like there is money and there isn't money. It's hard to tell. So maybe out here to run. People practicing or getting geared up. Oh, hang on. The car doesn't look as I've met a lot of people when running for a brief time, like for about a year with a gay running group, and not everybody has tons of money. It helps to have money because then you feel more supported and secure in pursuing running. And you have to have enough to buy the shoes and then clothes, and you know, depending on, you know, those things wear out quickly. Seemingly appropriate car. You can never tell. There's preconceived ideas all over the place of what people should look like, but you know, based on their activities or their jobs, that and the other. Of course, there is some truth in stereotype, because sometimes you can tell sometimes when you meet some people that not everyone is accurate, but there were some people I met a long time ago, and you know, they struck me as, or at least the one, Stephanie, struck me as somehow being related to government or law enforcement. She just had that air about her, that she was pumping herself up. Yeah. Even though not everybody thinks that's